Alright, man, so everybody trying to say this girl basically got unalived the other day because of THF Bayzoo. They basically trying to say that she dropped his low. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I don't believe it. You feel me? A lot of people in Chicago that's saying that should know more than all of us is saying that it's not even true. But we gonna see exactly what happened. RIP G Ari. I know she was a rapper coming out the city. I know she was 757 BA baby mama and all this other stuff. So sending my prayers out to her and her family. But let's see if we can get a gauge on what happened. You feel me? Nobody wins when the family feels.
Word. And what does 757 mean for everybody? I don't know.
Just
I see the flex guy.
They know I'm the man and I don't stun at him. This a dirty stick. They say how it's dirty. I hear the out with it.
Gotta really chase his ass. That's my mama's son, the better one. He's sweet, we bake his ass. Gangsters only, lil' bro, line.
Leaders are calling for peace after 7 people are shot and 1 person killed in Chicago's Bronzeville neighborhood. The multiple shooting happened last night at 37th Place in Michigan, just blocks from Chicago Police headquarters.
A man is now in custody nearly 7 years after a deadly shooting at a barbecue in Chicago's Bronzeville neighborhood. Police arrested Antonio Dickerson at his home in South Suburban Alsip this week. He's charged with murder, 6 counts of attempted first-degree murder, and 6 counts of aggravated battery. Police say Dickerson was a part of the fatal shooting of a 28-year-old man back in August of 2017. 6 others were wounded in the shooting at 37th and Michigan. Police have not revealed a motive.
The biggest, the largest, whatever the fuck to call it, man. And these hoes can't see me, they really wanna be me. And these hoes don't wanna fight me, they really wanna be just like me. For real, for real. The biggest.
Fam, nowadays, especially in Chicago, it's easy to find out who connected to a body drop before authorities even speak on it. That's the reality of this drill culture. It's been going on for damn near a decade now. The moment somebody lose their life, the internet turned into an investigation room. People start naming names, dropping locations, and pointing fingers. Sometimes it's facts, and sometimes it's pure speculation. But then you got situations like the one we covering today, when somebody lose their life in broad daylight less than 24 hours later. After digging, you realize it might be connected to something deeper. And fam, y'all know this the family TV. We're not here to push what ifs. We're here to present the facts, pay respects, and to keep our community updated. And for those who don't know, yesterday we covered a Chicago rapper who was ambushed in the middle of the day, gunned down in a car auto parts parking lot. And for those who need to catch up before watching this story, the link is in the bio. We broke down who he was, his time.
See, so this video finna try to say that she did this happen because THF Bayzoo. Now, I'm not saying that's not the case. You feel me? I just see a lot of people that's reputable in Chicago basically saying that that's not true. You feel me? That that's just a rumor the internet people from out of town ran with. But you never know. At the same time, people could be trying to cover up stuff as well. But no, I personally don't think that's what it is. Even though I don't know anything about anything, if I had to guess, I think this just is something that, like people say on the internet, just putting together trying to say this is what happened.
And other Chicago figures, even his stepson demise, a loss that some say sparked a long war between his hood and 051. But fam, what if I told you, not even a full day later, another life was taken? This time a young woman, an aspiring rapper, gunned down in front of her own child while driving. Thank God, the child survived. But the deeper you look, the darker it gets. Because her baby father, well, he allegedly another Chicago rapper who was just arrested for a murder that happened 7 years ago. A case where he got arrested back then, but he was released. And for those wondering, it wasn't double jeopardy because he didn't go to trial. But after doing my research, let's just say, his hood, according to public records, which you'll later check out as well, show was closely tied to 051. What makes you wonder, do 2 + 2 = 4? Was she a casualty of the war? Not to mention, I say this out the gate, there's also been rumors about her involvement with THF Bayzoo, which we're also presenting this story, and you guys can let me know if the connection is there. But now, the internet buzzing, and people claiming she gave up Zoo location. Retaliation talk everywhere. It's the same never-ending cycle, fam. One body drop leading to another, and another, till a whole neighborhood gets caught up in revenge. Today we go over this story, pay our respects to the victim, break down the connections, who she was, her ties to the streets, and where things stand today. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Almost 48 hours ago from me doing this video, reports started surfacing that Chicago rapper THF Bayzoo was ambushed and killed broad daylight. Who and why still hasn't been presented to the public. But while family and friends was posting THF Bayzoo, breaking down clips frame by frame, another tragedy unfolded less than a day later. Another inspiring rapper, a young woman who we'll later identify, who witnesses say was killed in gruesome fashion, driving her vehicle with the child in the car. They say her son survived, but she didn't. I later saw on Facebook on a post that someone quoted, "Someone's daughter just got shot up. Check on your people." At first it seemed like just another senseless Chicago shooting. But when I started doing my research, I found out the story was layered. Turns out the woman who lost her life was connected to a man a lot of people in the city know. 757 Ba. Real name Antonio
BA, bro. Ba is crazy. Ba is crazy.
Now we got a criminal past and recently got arrested last year for a murder 7 years ago. But before we disclose that, let's talk about who he is and where his neighborhood is and what his name stands for. He got millions of views on YouTube. One track, Dirty Stick, released 4 years ago with 4.5 million views.
We do 2 for 1s, we'll smoke, come get some. High speed, I had lost the Glock, but got another one.
A year ago, before he got arrested for a murder that we'll later elaborate on, he did a No Jumper interview. And he talked about where he from, where his hood at, and his allies. Being close connected to 051, who we all know from the last story, is allegedly enemies to THF.
Hell yeah, man, I kind of like fell back from this shit. I was just on the run for 8 years and shit, you know, so I got fell back from that shit. I kind of gave that shit like a break, you know. I had to focus on myself and know how to run, because I just ran for 8 years.
What you was running from? Like, what was the charge?
Pipe case.
It was in Chicago?
Yeah.
So now it makes sense, because like early on, when we was out there just chopping it up, I was just saying you was like one of the first I seen really just going out of town. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you been in Cali like for a minute.
Yeah, I've been around out here for a long time now. I've been out here for a minute. I've been coming out here fucking around.
Why Cali though? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's just, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody wanna go to Cali, man. We from the rack, we only see this on TV.
Yeah.
So this some shit everybody wanted to do, like go see what that shit about though. I just came down here and I fell in love with that. I've been just fucking around down here.
Yeah, you been out here for a minute, yeah. So for everybody who don't know who we got in the building, we got TTB Nez in the building. So what does TTB mean? Like, what's the TTB?
Train to blow.
Train to blow. And
Train to blow.
And that's like our rap clip from back in the day. Cause like one thing, you TTB Nez, but I be seeing you with 051 all the time.
Yeah,
so
my brothers on your money. RP Fayed, that's my twin.
Yeah, so break that down. So like, what's the difference between 051 and TTB? Or is there a difference?
Them 2 different blocks.
All right,
two
for
different
sure.
blocks. I'm from 39th, they from 51st, but they're my brothers on your money.
Word. And what does 757 mean for everybody who don't know?
I don't know, it's just the letters of it's the last numbers of the hood, like the streets I grew up on, 37, 27, 35th.
Tight shit. So what you and Nez, like, what's the relationship with y'all? Like, how y'all been?
It's my brother, same thing. I was just ready. You know, it's us, then they over here.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? We used to just be walking across the street.
And that's TTB or Young Money?
Nah, that's TTB.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, they closer to us though.
Yeah, we closer to them.
They closer to us. They little badass used to be come walking on block and come walking on my block. Little badass. I just got to with them, you know. And I've been my little brother ever since. Years though, long ass time ago.
But a lot of people will know you as the person who was bullying Crip Mac on Instagram Live, right?
Nah, I wouldn't bully him, but he just was too freaky with my little sister.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think BA got locked up right after this. I think on bro, BA got locked up right after this. He a part of the people everybody be trying to say the no jumper curse. You go no jumper and you get indicted on bro.
He was going too crazy on Blazing Doll, and you didn't.
Been about Adam too much.
Yeah, like I ain't like that shit, because it was like, it was too freaky. Like in Chicago, like they're like, bro, you acting like you on some junior bachelor party type shit. Like, what the hell you got going on? You licking your lips and shit. I'm like, bro, she only 20, you know that, right?
But shortly after that interview, he was arrested for a murder that took place 7 years prior.
Freak body,
in 2017. It was a barbecue. 1 man, 5 women were shot. Police considered it at the time a mass shooting, all intended for one target. Police say Antonio Dickerson, who was arrested at the time back then, participated in the shooting on August 8, 2017 in the Oak Block East 37 place. Police said Dickerson among the other group that approached the gathering of people who were barbecuing in front of the Bronzeville home. Alfred Mitchell Jr. was the only male that was shot, and he had lost his life after being shot in the head from the back. May he rest in peace. and love and condolences to his family. Now, what people don't know is that the intended target didn't even get shot. Allegedly, 600 McAdoo was the intended target.
Leaders are calling for peace after 7 people are shot and 1 person killed in Chicago's Bronzeville neighborhood. The multiple shooting happened last night at 37th Place in Michigan, just blocks from Chicago Police headquarters. Eyewitness News reporter Evelyn Holmes live in Inglewood, where a basketball tournament is expected to get underway. Evelyn?
Yeah,
shout out Evelyn Holmes, man.
Is set to get underway this afternoon.
It's my homie mom. Well, somebody I used to go to school with, mom.
To stop the violence. They're doing what they can to try to come together to keep
She's been doing this for a long time.
Now, the third day of this tournament comes just about a few hours after 7 people are shot on another neighborhood on the south side. The relatives of Alfred Mitchell Jr. say they can't believe he's gone after the 28-year-old father becomes one of 7 people shot on Chicago's south side.
He was very friendly, outgoing. You know, he laughed. We spoke about old times and everything. He wasn't a bad person.
The attack happened as Mitchell, whose friends called him AJ, attended a barbecue near 37th Place and Michigan Avenue Tuesday night. Witnesses say it was around 10:30 when 2 gunmen opened fire on the group, killing the victim and leaving 5 women and another man among the wounded. The mass shooting happened 2 blocks from the Chicago Police Department's headquarters and comes after Chicago police reported 74 homicides in the city during the month of July. For the first time, youth peacemakers of Chicago hosted their Community Peace Carnival at St. Sabina Catholic Church in the city's Auburn Gresham neighborhood. Father Michael Flager was in attendance for the event, which hopes to provide a safe and fun place for kids in a neighborhood that has seen its share of violence.
Violence in our city is a real issue, and we have to address it together as one city.
Meanwhile, over in Inglewood, the community is using basketball as a way to try to stop the violence. The Battle of the Blocks Peace Tournament, sponsored by the New Canaan Land Baptist Church, is a single elimination tournament that hopes to stop the violence by getting guys from different blocks to play together.
It's all about positivity. You got kids out here, it's basketball, good food, good fun, so why not, you know? Stop everybody from all the killing and stuff, maybe come together.
And as communities and neighborhood groups continue to call for the violence to end, detectives are still trying to determine who was the intended target of the shooting that claimed the life of Alfred Mitchell. This as a family and friends struggle with their grief.
What is it going to take for something to happen so where the violence stops?
Well, we're told by investigators continuing to look into that shooting that so far no one's in custody and no arrests have been made. Back here in Inglewood, what we are seeing as folks beginning to arrive for this tournament will last through Saturday. That's when they'll have the championship game and their winner will have bragging rights. Reporting live from Chicago's South Side, Evelyn Holmes, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Now, as mentioned, 757 Bar was arrested but was released for this murder back in 2017. But 7 years later, in 2024, early 2024, he would get arrested for it. By this time, speaking of 2024, he was 24 years old, and he had a baby by a woman who was an aspiring rapper trying to pick up where her baby father had left off. Her name was Ariana, aka G Ari. 13 days ago, she debuted her song, We Want All This Smoke. Check out some lyrics.
Stop it, freedom killers for real, cause they know the fuck we rock like cut off stock. Lil' bro so crazy, he a pop out and really chase his ass. That's my mama's son, the better one, he sweet, we bake his ass. Gangsters only, lil' bro.
But then just 12 days later, on October 27, 2025, at around 4:48 p.m. at 76 St. Vincent's, Ariana was reportedly sitting in her car at a traffic light when another vehicle had pulled alongside her and fired multiple shots before firing away. Shortly after, CPD arrived at the scene and saw Ariana suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. She was transported to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where she was pronounced deceased. May she rest in peace and love and condolences to her family. Area detectives were investigating, still is. They say it's a homicide, but no arrest has been made. Police asking anyone with information to contact authorities. And shortly after, the internet went into a frenzy, because then people started to put out she allegedly gave up THF Bayzoo location. But as of now, that hasn't been confirmed, but it sure does have some connections. At the end of the day, fam, this right here shows how deep the cycle really runs in Chicago. You got 2 people gone within 24 hours, both connected to the streets. One chasing music, both trying to find a way out, but the same pain keeps spinning back around. And it show you time after time. Sometimes, no matter who you are, you can be a casualty of this war. With being a woman in men business, or being a man in women business. It just don't.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's been a lot of women losing their life in the last year or two in Chicago, bro. I feel like, man. That's why you gotta just stay out the way. I ain't gonna lie. And I see somebody on the last one of the videos talking about y'all need to start speaking on this because people gotta see you one day, bro. I have nothing to do with anything. Oh, bro. I don't have no opinion. Only opinion I have is that this needs to stop. You feel me? Outside of that, it is what it is. You feel me? Everything else, y'all put on the internet, people make videos, and I just react to them. That's it, bro. Y'all. Somebody said in the comments the other day, bro, I almost went off. I'm like, I'm gonna just let you have it, gang.
I'm a fault with you. All you know is kick back, run for me back, get back, 911. Somebody son did die, we need police on dispatch. Let's take a nap, sipping on my cup, slide in the traffic, ride in the traffic, waiting on the traffic.